Non-QM is old hat at this point. You have to be doing it to be relevant in the mortgage space. If you're going to do non-QM, and you have to, you might want to talk with my good friends over at Oaktree. They will price match everything. They are a leader in price, they're a leader in service, and they've been doing a lot of these investment loans longer than anybody in the non-QM business. Talk with these guys, they'll help you with your marketing, as well as understanding the programs. Give them a call. Click this banner right over there. So on this day, March 10th, in 1876, the first speech was transmitted by telephone. That's when Alexander Graham Bell famously said, "Watson, get up here now before I fire your lazy ass." Just kidding. He said, "Watson, come up here, I need you." Now, in the spirit of the long legacy of the telephone as a unsurpassed marketing giant for both realtor and lender alike, why don't we all pick up our newest version of a telephone and call 10 people today. 10 people that might get you closer to your professional goals. That's a great starter. So I have a question. Since we're sanctioning Russia right now, does that mean we can kick all of the Russian organized crime out of the United States? Because I gotta tell you, I saw that movie, A History of Violence, and it, man, was violent beyond belief, scared the bejesus out of me. I think the Russian mob is kind of on a different level when it comes to violence. Those mob people, not good people. It's not a good thing at all. This whole thing kind of got me thinking though. Russians invest in real estate in the United States all the time. I know we're confiscating massive yachts right now, so are we also taking the investment properties of Russians? So here's a good starting point. According to a survey from the National Association of Realtors, a full 29% of Russian investments in United States real estate is in the state of Florida. I mean, that makes sense. I think if you ever spent a couple of winters in Siberia or Stalingrad or Leningrad,
motherfucker, the f***ing world, and my new band is called 𝑐𝑠.
you'd probably opine for the sandy tropical beaches, drinks with umbrellas, Blue Buffon New York transplants, and a few Jimmy Buffett tunes being served up in sunny Florida as a warm and welcome alternative to the cold winters you have. Now, Florida is followed by Georgia, surprisingly enough, at 16%, New York at 13%, California at 8%, Illinois at 5%, and then a whole bunch of other states at 3%. Okay, so get this. It's from Forbes. Dolly Lentz, one of the most sought-after luxury real estate brokers in America, tells Fortune she's getting inundated with inquiries from Russian clients who are considering selling their United States real estate holdings. Those luxury units, with a lot worth over $10 million, are in some of Miami's and New York City's most exclusive neighborhoods, including Billionaires Row in Manhattan. The heat is up, she says. They're scared that they're going to have their real estate seized or potentially seized or linked to somebody who's getting their real estate seized. They're scared to death of guilt by association. Further, as you can imagine, this is affecting existing real estate sales when it comes to high-end properties in the states where the Reds want to live. Quote, "We know of several deals where Russian buyers had put down money on new developments with significant deposits and are deciding to not go through with the deal. That's pretty bad. They told us that they're walking away from deposits if the climate stays this way. Lentz says in some cases, she says they'd lose a deposit of upwards of $15 million if they go through with exiting the real estate development deals." So it's very interesting. We have a long, rich history, my friends, of taking people's property without their consent. It's what gives us legal, not necessarily moral authority to do it. It's under the Civil Assets Forfeiture Reform Act, which has its roots in the 18th century when America would seize cargo from foreign ships that didn't pay a customs or import tax. It also grew in use as a drug law enforcement tool in the 1980s, and it's a common tool against terrorists and fugitives. Civil forfeiture laws have become popular ways for state and local governments to raise revenue, although critics say it's a practice abused by law enforcement to profit off of criminal activity, and now we're profiting off of countries that make our naughty list. Now, at this point, if you're the average Dmitry or Svetlana Russian living in the United States, it doesn't appear that government or laws at any level are leveling their sights at your home or business. The seizures are reserved for the oligarchs who own properties and toys that make headlines. And if you know anything about American politics, our elected officials won't do anything unless it's covered by the press. But as the siege continues, you might see sentiment change to be more inclusive in our exclusive behavior when it comes to your Russian-held United States properties. Oh, and one more thing. Quit pouring out Russian vodka. Most all of that vodka is actually distilled and bottled right here in the beautiful United States of America. So drink up, people. We're in for a long one when it comes to what's going on over in the Ukraine right right now.